Alright, so here we're going to install a CPU, our new CPU for our PC upgrade. The motherboard we are using is this here, which is a Z790 gaming Wi-Fi, or gaming plus Wi-Fi should I say. And our new processor that we're going to be installing is this. So this is an Intel Core i9 processor. This is the K version. And LGA1700. Make sure that you get the right processor for the right motherboard, otherwise, yeah, it can be expensive. Now, I'm not a technician, I'm not trained or qualified or have any degrees in doing this kind of thing, but I have built many PCs over the years, which has allowed me to have a little bit of knowledge. It's kind of plug and play really. It's a very simple thing to do, but obviously this did cost me nearly £500 minus the £20, so an expensive bit of equipment. If you don't do it properly, it can be very costly and very expensive if you mess it up. So there's the processor there. If you are new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button. We do gaming, e-bikes, electric scooters, electronics, computers, and loads of other bits and pieces as well. So if you're interested, hit that sub button. It does help me out. So first off, here we have a little bracket here. This is the CPU here. So we push this clip down and then push it to the side, and then it lifts up. Now, you can't really do this wrong. If you do it wrong, I'll be very, very surprised. Although there has been a few people that have put these in the wrong way and putting them in upside down. Anyway, not going to mention who that was, but if you're watching, you know who you are. But anyway, so we lift up this metal bracket here, and down here in the bottom it shows a little arrow pointing down, and this is how you could never mess it up. So that little arrow there, if you look on the CPU, there's a little arrow just there. So again, very, very simple. We lift up the bracket, there's the bracket lifted up, and then we're going to open up the CPU. As I said, this is a very expensive bit of equipment, this here. At the time of me doing this, obviously this is one of the top end CPUs available out on the markets right now. But let's take it out. So as you can see, there's lots of pins there. You do not want to be bending them or forcing things in the wrong way. So I'm going to line it up so it lines up this way. This arrow here will line up with the arrow at the bottom. Now when we drop it in there, it will fit in, and it'll kind of give it a little bit of a wiggle just to make sure it doesn't move and it's in correctly. And that looks like that's fine. So I will now push down the bracket, and as this bit of bracket here that lifts up and down, again, before you clamp it down, you can see here there's an arrow, and you can see here there's an arrow. So just make sure both of them are aligned properly, and then once they are, we can hold that, and we can then push our clip down like so. It is quite stiff to push it down, so yeah, there you go. Simple as that. Look how easy that was. Nice, quick and easy. Also on this, we also have some new RAM, so I'm going to quickly show you that, and we're going to install that as well. So there's the RAM that we're using. This is DDR5. Now, although it says it's for AMD, that's fine. It doesn't matter. It will work for Intel as well, this RAM here that I've got. And obviously, that's what we're using this for, Intel. So let's get this one open. Let me grab a pair of scissors just to cut that bit of tape off the top there. There we go. So this is RGB lighting this RAM, so it will look a little bit fancy once it's all plugged in and turned on, all that good stuff. Let's open up that. There we go. Okay, opens up that way. I was trying to open it from the side. So this RAM here is 288 pin. Make sure you get the correct pin as well, because otherwise it will not fit in. This, you do have to give it quite a bit of a push. so do bear that in mind. They are quite tough to put in there. You will hear them click down when you put them in. That's that first click, there's the second click, and then just make sure both of them are on, just like so. There you go, there's the first one. Nice and easy. And then here we have the other DDR5 RAM. It goes in the same way like that. We're going to put that into that bay and then put it into the next bay, so that way it stays in sync. Make sure you put them in correctly, do not force them in. As I said, listen out for the click. There's the first one, there's the second one. So there you go, there's both of them in there. And then the only thing we need to do now is connect up the CPU. Now, as you can see here, I already have my bracket there with the screws on. I will have to take them screws off, and you will need to get yourself some of this. Now, there's different types of paste. You can get the Arctic paste, or you can also get this one, super chilled. This one's made by Corsair, and I was going to use the Arctic paste because it is pretty good, but this one I managed to get for free with the CPU itself. Now, I think to buy this paste, thermal paste separately, if I remember rightly, I think it is £15, but sometimes when you buy certain things, you can get a little bit of a deal. So, and there it is, there's the paste. Now, pretty straightforward. This is all we're going to do. I don't know if I'm going to bother to do it in this video, to be honest, just because I don't want the video to run on too long if I can help it. There we go, there's a little sticker thing that it comes with, a little bit of plate, I don't know what you want to call it. And then here and here. Now, if you don't know how to do this, there is many videos over on YouTube to check out how you put on the thermal paste. And obviously these are cleaning wipes, so I'm going to take one out now just to get us prepped up for it. Now, I am using my old water cooler because it is a 2-fan water cooler, although you can get some that are 3 water coolers as well, and you can also get fans that are 1 water cooler. So just wipe that over like that. It's just an alcohol rubbing thing. And then if we take our water cooler here, I have already cleaned that as well, but we just give it an extra little bit of a clean there, just like that. Oh, that looks like there's a little bit there. Gotta make sure this is very clean. Now, when I put on the thermal paste, for me, is what I do is I do X marks the spot. Now, you don't have to do that. Some people like to get bank cards and make sure it's evenly over the CPU, but for me, I do an X marks the spot, which is just an X basically of the paste. I just come across like that in an X shape. Then I get the water cooler, I put it on there and then tighten it down. Now, when you're doing that, don't over tighten it, because you could end up cracking things and cracking the board itself, which you definitely don't want to be doing. Here we have a ribbon separate for the graphics card as well, so I've got an mountable one, so I could either have the graphics card sitting on the main board, or we have this mountable port here with the ribbons running down into the PCI 5 slot, which I'm running, just to show you, might as well, I'm running this. Now, obviously I do plan to upgrade in the future, but for now this is doing the job. Now, this is a 4060 Ti graphics card, and this one is an 8 gig graphics card, which will sit in here like so. And then I've got the power cables there for the graphics card, which will go in this port here. If you've got any questions at all on building PCs, or you're having any problems, Do leave it in the comment section below. I always try my best to respond to every single comment, and of course yeah, make sure you do share the content out if you're able to. Hit that subscribe button, share, like, comment, all of that good stuff. We do have what we're running in here. We've got 1 terabyte in the back, which is down in the bottom floor here, just to keep it out of the way, nice and tidy. And then in here we have a 1 terabyte M2 drive, which are pretty good. So in this one I can have 3, so there's an M2 drive there, M2 drive there, and M2 drive there. I only have 1 at the moment, but in the future when I want to upgrade, at least we've got the space to put the M2 drives to make it run a little bit better. Once it's all put together, we will then make another video of showing you up and running, showing you what these RGB lights look like on the RAM. But yeah, I'm interested in getting it together, so I'm going to crack on now with the thermal paste. We catch you guys in the next one. Peace.